Hi, Grandmom. I'm going to go over those two yoga poses and the breathing that I showed you the other day. And so you can look at this in case you forget and just to help guide you through it if you might need it. So the first pose, the first yoga pose, was mountain pose. And so that's a standing pose. You stand with your feet about hip width apart. You want a gentle bend in your knees, and then you want your pelvis to be neutral. So you want your tailbone to just drop straight down. You don't want to tilt your hips forward or towards the back. And then you want to really plant your feet on the ground. You want to be able to feel the balls of your feet, your heels, each of your toes really connected with the ground. So being either in your socks or bare feet would be even better, so you can really feel that. And you may just want to shift kind of side to side, front and back a little bit. You can hang on to a wall, a chair, a bar, something for a little stability if you need it. But you want to, as you're shifting around, you want to find center. So there's an equal amount of weight distributed through both of your feet. Okay. And then once you're nice and firmly planted through your feet, grounding down through your legs, you want to lift and lengthen through the upper body. Think about your spine kind of lengthening up all the way through the crown of your head. Okay? I sometimes like to imagine a tree. My bottom half is like the trunk and the roots of the tree, and my upper half is like the branches. So everything's very solid and sturdy and firm from the waist down, and from the waist up, there's some lightness and length and some flexibility, and you can allow for some movement like the branches of a tree. Okay. All right. And then go ahead and inhale through the nose. As you take a nice full inhale, bring your shoulders up to your ears. And then as you exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. So you feel your shoulder blades really go down into your back. You should feel a nice opening across the chest. It should allow you to breathe a little bit better, take in a little more oxygen. You might find your hands and your arms kind of open up to the side. Again, you can hang on for a little support if you need it. And then at this point, you should be in pretty good mountain pose, pretty good alignment. So just take a few moments and breathe here. Imagine breathing into your belly, maybe even feeling your belly kind of puff out on the inhale and come back down during the exhale. So we'll take 4 breaths right now. Nice, long, slow, full breaths. You can close your eyes if you want, or just find a focal point, something to really focus your gaze on. Feeling everything relax as you breathe. One more breath. Okay, so that's mountain pose. We're going to move now to a sitting pose. And you're going to do the same kind of thing you did with the standing pose. Bring some awareness to your feet, really plant them down on the ground. You want to make sure there's some nice alignment so that your ankles are right under your knees. Feel your sitting bones connecting with the chair. And then you want to root down through your feet and the sitting bones and lengthen and lift through the spine. You might even want to imagine a little string on the top of your head and someone's just gently pulling on it to encourage that lift. You're trying to create more space between the vertebrae so they're not crunching down on each other. Okay. And then let's do that shoulder roll again. Nice inhale. Exhale, roll back and down. Okay. So you can do a few more belly breaths here. It's also called diaphragmatic breathing. When you get into that nice alignment, it allows you to engage your diaphragm. And as you slow and lengthen the breath, take in more oxygen, then you're oxygenating your brain, your nervous system, all of your organs that much more. But it helps to be in that nice alignment. Okay, so a little stretch you can do for your hips and your low back here. We're going to take the left ankle, cross it over the right. It actually doesn't matter which side you start on. So if you start with the other side, that's fine. And then take a nice inhale. On the exhale, gently use your hand to press down on your thigh, not on your knee, to help encourage a little opening. Okay? You can even kind of do a little gentle massage. So you just kind of gently pressing on the muscle. Do a few breaths here, keeping that alignment in the spine, continuing to ground down through the foot and your sitting bones. Take a few breaths, and then you'll switch and do the other side. When you're ready, go at your own pace. You might find a difference in how it feels on one side of the body to the other, and that's totally normal. And if at any point something feels uncomfortable or it's hurting you, then stop. Okay, so a couple breaths on the side. All right, first do the inhale, exhale, gently pressing on that thigh, encouraging some opening. Your breath is what's going to help you release tight muscles. Okay, so if you run into an obstacle, you run into, the point where your body's saying, no, this is as far as we're going today, then meet that resistance with your breath. And you might find that you're able to let a little tension go and able to go maybe even a little bit deeper into the pose. But never forcing or pressing into the pose. It's about exhaling, releasing the tension, releasing into the pose. All right, so we'll release that side. You can kind of shake it out. Again, use your hands for a little gentle massage, tapping. You can do this on your legs. Really nice thing to do on your face, too. Just kind of some gentle circles. And take another nice big inhale, slowly exhaling everything out. All right, so that's mountain pose, was the standing pose. And this, we'll say, is a seated pigeon pose. You can practice both of these in the morning or at night, but to help yourself remember to do the exercises, I would recommend doing them first thing in the morning and last thing at night before you go to bed, so it becomes part of your routine. The important thing is the consistency. So if you do this every day, even if it's just for a couple minutes, you don't spend a whole lot of time doing it, your body, your nervous system, everything starts to kind of rewire and expect the breath and the movement. It can help you with stability and balance, feeling calmer, with focus as well. So go ahead and try it. If you have any questions, you know how to find me. All right, love you, Grandmom.